Hey everybody, I'm back for another crazy week. We just continue to get crazier and crazier as we go and get older. As a Gen X, I hit 40 and things started to irritate me. I lost patience with things. Now at 50, I even give less cares and just think the world is insane and really just it's a joke. It's a big joke. I am now like the comedian in The Watchmen. Today I'm drinking a little rosé cider. I'm not big with this cider. It's a little sweet, so I need to put it over in ice. The rosé actually is pretty good. It does have a little rosé color. I'm not sure you can see it. You can see it a little bit. Oh, there you go. Nice and tasty. So yesterday was the Super Bowl. It was held in Arizona. I think we have a winner, but I'm expecting the final count, the final score sometime the end of next week, after the court cases and appeals, because apparently that's how everything works in Arizona. But I'm really not sure what the NFL is doing. The NFL is still promoting equality, systematic racism. The NFL, systematic racism. Systematic racism when 60% of their players are black. 60%, fact, 60% of the players are black. 37% of the coaches are black. In our country, it's only about 6.5% of males in our country are black. So it seems like they may not be the group to talk about systematic racism. I mean, maybe give white folk and folk that aren't black more of an opportunity. I'm just saying here. They start the game, the pregame ceremonies by the Black National Anthem. Now, I spoke about this before. We live in the United States. I pledge allegiance to the flag, one nation, indivisible. Can anyone tell me where the black nation is located? Yes, the lyrics in the song are uplifting. Yes, if the black community wants to use that as motivation and theme song, absolutely. But the nation we live in is America. And how about, as Americans, if you are born here, it's Americans first. I am American, Irish, Italian. Word is indigenous, but American, Irish, Italian. Why can't it be American, Irish, American, Italian, American, Asian? If you are born here and you are a citizen, American is first. I think we are starting to lose sight of this because the continued division of our country led by big corporations, media, and liberals. They want to divide the country. We need to make it stop. I don't care what race, color, creed, sexual orientation. I don't care. I care if that you're a good person. We should all get down and think about this. Are we good people? Do we want to be surrounded by good people? I don't want to be surrounded by convicts, felons, pedophiles, bad people. Don't want them. I'll get back to the Super Bowl a little bit. It's just crazy. I'm old enough to remember Michael Jackson performing at the Super Bowl, doing the moonwalk. Everyone's like, yo, he did the moonwalk. Now Rihanna's there, grabbing the crotch, rubbing the crotch, sniffing and licking her fingers. What is going on? Does anybody find this insane but me? Now I've come to learn after today that that's a big Rihanna move. What does she have going on down there that she's got to smell and lick? I don't know if anybody should be going down there. The Super Bowl halftime show was abysmal. It was horrible. It was the best show ever. You want the best show ever, in my opinion, was Prince, I think, back in 2003 in Florida. Listening to Purple Rain as the rain came down. Now, those were entertainers. Now it's just nonsense. She looked like a red blood clot in a sea of white sperm. I don't understand it. I guess that was the equality, get the white folk represented in the costumes. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But I know that something is wrong. And then, we got LeBron. LeBron is probably number one racist in the country. He doesn't like white people, doesn't want to be associated with white people, except when they're paying him. The Asians, the Chinese, got no problem with them. They're paying him a lot of money. That's okay. But he came out and he said, I can't even go into stores. I have a problem. I wish I could just go into a store. You wish you could go in a store? I'll tell you what, LeBron. Shaq has no problem. Shaq has no problem going into Target, going into Walmart, going into any store. You know why? Because he's a good human being. You know why? Because he's not a racist. I got an idea, Shaq. You're the man. LeBron, be better. Shaq, give the guy a talk. LeBron, I remember the days you were proud to wear the red, white, and blue uniform. Now you're disgusted to be here. I don't know what happened because you yourself have never been oppressed. Now, last week, 1 week ago today, I forgot to wish my friend John happy birthday by happy belated, John. Now, also, 1 week ago was Joe's State of the Union. Yes, he did scream. Yes, he did yell. But what stood out the most to me? Now, first of all, if you're the hand sign, the interpreter to the deaf doing the hand signs, I mean, you got to come to the point where you're doing the hand signs and you're just like this because you can't understand anything. Because there's certainly no interpretation for things he says. He got up and he said, if any Republicans are going to vote for... I'm going to veto it. And all the Democrats got up and applauded. I listened to this about a dozen times. I heard it on the radio. I saw it on YouTube. I saw it on Instagram. I saw it on Twitter. Nobody knows what he's saying. Joe, what are you vetoing? His writers need to be better, but you haven't heard from him in about a week. He was so hopped up on whatever they gave him, he's probably still sleeping. The man, the leader of the free world, the most powerful man in the world, apparently the most powerful man is not right here. Yeah, I'm just saying, I've seen this before with the old people. He's 80-some years old. You know, your cognition goes at a certain amount of time. For Nancy Pelosi, it was the alcohol. We all know that. For Joe, it's just being Joe. Then last week in D.C., we had John Fetterman. Fetterman, who is the senator of Pennsylvania, looks like a monster. Hate to say it, because I don't want to criticize the guy's looks. The man had a stroke. He had a stroke, and I don't want anybody to have a stroke. I don't want anybody to go through that. It's horrible. He wasn't healthy enough to run for office. I don't know how they propped him up there and got him going, but they needed him to win, and he won. So last week, he was lightheaded. He was rushed to the hospital lightheaded. They said everything's fine. He was just lightheaded. He was in the hospital for 2 days. Anybody know other people who are hospitalized for 2 days for being lightheaded? I can tell you something. Never happened to this guy, and it's never happened to anybody I know. If you're in a hospital for 2 days, something's going on. This is a man with a history of stroke. He can't put two sentences together either. He is just as bad as Joe, except this man had a stroke. What are we doing in the government? Clowns. We're just looking to fill positions to get a certain side to have some strength. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. We continue to celebrate these appointments. Apparently, we have the first openly gay communications director. I want to ask you a question. That last binary, non-binary, trans, whatever the dude was, that work out well? How about we just find the right people? Not half the people are women or not women. I don't know what's going on, but we just checking boxes. Let's check the box that says right damn person, regardless of anything else. Just the right person. I don't understand what's going on. Wait, I do understand. It's equality. Equality. Everything's got to be equal. Everyone needs their fair share. You know what's not equality? I walked into the bathroom today, a same-sex bathroom. You know, it's only one other person. And on the wall it said, gentlemen, please remember to put down the lid. You want equality? Why am I putting down a lid? A woman can't touch that? A trans can't touch that? Whatever you are can't touch that? Put it up or down? I mean, I understand at night at my house because we don't want my wife falling in, nor do I want any females falling in. But what, in the day in the bathroom, your eyes don't work, women? Your eyes don't work? You need to put down and up? That's the chivalry? And you need men to be men? That's the non-equality you need? Put that seat down, gentlemen. Stop with the bullshit. You don't want equality because everything's not equal. That's just the way it is. I don't mind because it's a common courtesy, but get off my back about this. Put the toilet bowl up and down yourself. Wash your hands anyway. It's not a big deal. Enough already. Now, I want to know. Besides me, who doesn't have classified documents at their house? They just found somebody at Pence's house, and now Obama's giving him a whole hard time about searching his properties. He doesn't want anybody in. It seems like a common practice. Now the only thing is, what do these politicians have? That's all it comes down to. Man, anybody notice that these people called before Congress don't remember anything? Everything's I don't recall. And then there's these litany of texts and emails and pictures, and they're like, oh yeah, that's right. But you know what? These people never go to jail. They just forgot. They never go to jail regardless of what is up there unless they're Republicans. Funny how that works, huh? I'm just calling it like it is. These are truth, man. Truths! China wants their balloon back. It says the pieces don't belong to the United States. I beg to disagree. Possession is 9/10. Keep your crap on your side of the country. And apparently 5 unidentified flying objects have fallen over, been shot down somewhere in Michigan. How come we have no pictures? Saw a documentary in 1973, these UFOs, there are pictures everywhere. Now, can't get away from the pictures. 1973. You don't have somebody with a cell phone, nobody finds anything. You really want me to believe this? You know what I will believe? Aliens are not coming here. Trump's president. The aliens are staying out. Orange man, keep them out. They don't want to deal with the orange. Wrote past the church the other day and the sign said, what did the sign say over there? I wrote it down. Oh, no human is illegal. You're right. No human is illegal. The word is alien. Illegal alien. The adjective is before the noun alien. If you are a human who's here illegally in our country, you're called an illegal alien. You're not illegal for being a human being, you fool. But that's the narrative. Stop the crap. Once again, it's gone way, way too far. Kind of like the CDC adding the COVID vaccine to the list of recommended vaccines. I told you this 3 years ago. I'm not prophetic, I just have a brain. Not as smart as most people, as I've said many times. Ask my wife or one of the squirrels. One of the squirrels told me, stop flattering myself, I ain't that funny. Little does he know. Oh my God, I went to Texas Roadhouse the other night, and they have separate prices for cash and credit. So if you pay for credit, it's extra 4%. So the bill came out, it was like $81, $82. I said, listen, I have 100. Can you take cash? He's like, oh yeah, we take cash. So he's running around with his head cut off for about 15 minutes trying to get change. The dude couldn't get me change. You know, he said, oh, you could use the credit. I called the manager over. I said, you're not taking cash. Oh, we take cash. Where's my change? Oh, you could just pay here. I said, pay an extra 4% here? Not happening. It's a scam. The same thing with the tips that are left on the iPad. It's complete bullshit. Cash and carry, man. That is how I roll 99% of the time. It's the smartest way to go. I don't know. Read an article that said, would you accept less anesthesia to reduce the carbon footprint of the world? No. No! No, no, no! I want all the anesthesia you're giving me and more. I don't want to feel a damn thing. Now, finally got into my pronoun game the other day. It was like a Abbott and Costello, who's on first. The woman said, let's just call her Violet. She's not a woman. She said, Violet said they will attend. Who will attend? Violet. Well, who is they? Violet. Well, who did Violet say was attend? This is like who's on first. They is a plural pronoun. You're confusing everybody. Just because you believe it doesn't mean I have to buy it. I had 2 advice this week. Two advice. Let me find where it is. I'm just going to pick one. Oh, here it is. Angry Mac, I am engaged to marry a wonderful man who treats me like a queen. I do not believe there is any evidence of infidelity, but he's a naturally private person. I harbor fear that he may have another woman on his side. Not so much sexually as emotionally. Why? Because you're some champ in the bed? Could be both, sister. I just want to break it to you. All right. I have asked him several times if I'm the only one, and he swears I am. But I cannot shake the feeling something is wrong. He's incredibly clever, and I am not trusting. I am left with lingering doubt. How can I move past this? How can you move past this? You have several options. Go to therapy, have a drink, I don't know, take some drugs. I don't know what's going on, but your insecurities are going to ruin the marriage before it even starts. Get yourself some help before you marry, in your words, this wonderful man. So you're thinking this wonderful man is lying to you? You have beyond trust issues, sister. You're broken, you need to fix yourself. Go to therapy, have a drink, move on. And as I say that, find somebody you love. I love you. The most 3 powerful words in the language, any language. You never know when tomorrow is going to be the last tomorrow. Today is going to be the last today. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down. Help me out here, man. Get me to 100 subscribers. Cheers. I'll see you next week.